All right, next game up here we have Colorado State and Colorado. Colorado is a 9.5 point favorite, depending on the shop, and this one's lined pretty well. I had it at 10, and it's a neutral site game, so that's why it's only 9 or 10 or 9.5. I think it's a fine number, and I think Colorado's getting the respect, so to speak, that they deserve. I know they've been a team that hasn't won too many games in recent years, but there's a reason because they've been rebuilding, obviously, and they have a new coach there in the last couple seasons, Mike McIntyre, who's kind of been trying to implement some new philosophies and systems, and they've had a quarterback there. This is now going to be his fourth year starting, and that's Sefu Liufau. Liufau, I'd probably killed that, and he's good. If he's healthy, he's really good, and the team can rally around that. They're another team that's kind of lost a ton of games late. I think it was 8 games by a possession or less the last 2 years. So they're right there. They're on the brink. And if there was ever a season for them to kind of break open, and finally get a bowl appearance, which it's been so long. I think it was like 2000. I was writing my guide and I wrote it in there. I think, but it's like almost 2004, 2005, maybe over 10 years now since they've made a bowl. Or no, I think that's incorrect. It's gonna be 10 years if they don't get into this one. So that would be 2007, I believe, is the right number. So 2007 since they made a bowl, and I think it's lining up nice. They have 9 coming back on each side of the ball. They're very experienced, and their schedule isn't bad. As easy or nice as a Pac-12 schedule can be. But out of conference, they get Idaho State, Colorado State. This should be 2 wins, and then they play at Michigan, which will probably be a loss. But that's 2-1 there. And can they get 4 wins in the conference, and they get a lot of their winnable games like Washington State, Utah, Arizona State at home, and a lot of the tougher teams that they play like Stanford and USC and Oregon, they're already on the road, and so a lot of times those seasons are nice to set up for splits and in conference play, and if they can get the 4 or 5 wins, then they're going to be hopefully cashing a season win total play for us that we made, as well as some against the spread numbers throughout the season. This is not going to be one, obviously, because the number is pretty good, and we'll wait and see as far as Colorado State goes. They lost their coach to Florida, and one of the reasons I really liked the Gators last year was McLuhan going there, and now Mike Bobo is the one who took over, and it's his second year. He was the OC at Georgia, and we'll see how he can do, in the head coaching gig with another season under his belt. He has less players coming back; they're a little inexperienced. If I had to make a play, I'd probably just play Colorado because of the point of value and just the inexperience difference on each side as far as the opponents go. I think that's everything on this game. If you have questions about it, shoot me a tweet or whatever. I know there was one person in particular that asked me about this game, and I'm getting to it now. And I think the line's pretty good. Just stay away unless it gets drastically one direction or the other in the next 3 or 4 weeks.